Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned in Australia and moved with my ex-husband and 3 kids to this beautiful land of Bali. Now I travel first class around the world, teaching people how to manifest their dream life. If you're ready to step into a paradigm that's so wild, so freeing, so abundant, then you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome. What's the story, morning glory? Well, it's so not the morning right now. It's such a beautiful day though. Such a beautiful day to be alive. I was riding my scooter before back from the gym, and the thing that came through was like, oh, is this a feeling of anxiety? And it dawned on me because sometimes we feel so superhuman that it feels crazy to come back down. We're like, oh my gosh, I couldn't possibly deal with a human emotion. My goodness, dearie, no way. But the funny thing that I thought of as I was feeling this emotion, as I was feeling this little tingle of anxiety, I started to realize that there is a recipe to a perfect day. There is a recipe to a perfect life, and often we're so obsessed with these big ass goals, these big dreams, these big things that we're so desperate to manifest and bring into our 3D reality that we forget that every single recipe in life, every single cake that was ever baked starts with these ingredients, and these ingredients are potent and these ingredients are powerful. And I'm going to give you some really potent and powerful things that are going to change the trajectory of your entire life, because the reality is it's not going to the gym and doing a drastic thing. If you desire to transmute weight, if you're feeling overweight and you desire to transmute that energy, then you cannot, if you haven't been going to the gym every day, go to the gym and do a massive marathon, because you know the next day you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that was really hard. My body's aching. I can't keep going. It's almost like you're baking a cake for the first time and you go and pour a whole heap of flour into it, but you haven't balanced it out with the right amount of sugar or eggs or milk or anything like that. So I want to go into the ingredients to a perfect day, which by getting this day right, by getting this recipe right, you're going to be able to start to live a perfect life. Because the truth is, many years ago, I wasn't able to get out of bed in the morning. Maybe 2 decades ago, I didn't want to get out of the bed. I just wanted to lie in bed all day because I was so severely depressed. And the only thing I focused on was, imagine what it would feel like to just wake up in the morning and be happy. Like, that is all I desired to manifest. And guess what? Now it's manifested, even though this morning I woke up and I felt like absolute crap because I was talking to my friend for far too long last night. And I was just having the best conversation with her. So I didn't want to give that up and value my bedtime, which is such a key ingredient to my perfect day. Excuse me, I've been dealing with this cough flu thing for the last week, which has been so beautiful. A beautiful clearing. So the ingredients to a perfect day. Now, every single one of you is going to have very different ingredients to their dream day, which is going to create your dream life. For me, the ingredients to my dream day and my dream life are organization. I have a Virgo moon, so that is so important for me. And if you've never done your astrology, you don't have to go nuts with it. We've actually got a really awesome teacher that did a masterclass in the Limitless Wealth membership. But know what works within you and how you work the best. Now, you've had X number of decades to try and get this right. And to make it a little bit more confusing, as you up level, the recipe and the ingredients are going to change. And that's when we have to taste test new things and see what works and what doesn't work. So for me right now in my life, the key ingredient for me to have a perfect day is organization. When my kids come, because I do week on, week off with my ex, I literally have a family meeting, sit them down, and we go through the food for the week. I've literally got dinner mapped out every single night of the week, the activity I do with them after school every single night of the week. My calendar is mapped out in my business for all of 2024, for all the key programs, for all the key retreats, for everything, because I need that structure. It is so much, and I've been working with spider energy all year, but it's so much getting that web right and then allowing it to fall in. And if you are waking up every day and you've got no clue what's going to happen in that day, it is going to make you feel a little bit more, what's happening here? I don't know what's happening there. Like, I need to make more money, but I don't even know what the F to do. You have to have the structure. It's so important. It's so potent. It's so powerful. So for me, it's structure, knowing what I'm doing. Now for you, you would have played around with many key ingredients to the recipe. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's singing in the morning. Maybe it's dancing. Like for me, to just listen to music in the morning, get my energy pumping, and I'm just like, yes. And my kids think I'm an absolute nutter, whether I'm with my kids or I'm not with my kids. It is very rare to find me in a morning not dancing and singing in the kitchen, because that's what elevates me. That's what makes me feel good. That's what really gets me into the energy and the rhythm of the day and my life, and just really being in this thought process of today could be my last day on earth. I'm so grateful to just simply be here and be alive. And I don't need to go out there and chase anything or do this or change that. I just need to really be me. But in order for me to be me, I need to have a structure. Because if I don't have the structure energetically, it's almost like the survival needs are not met. You know, it's like if you don't have a roof over your head, you're going to be in survival. So structure, organization, knowing what things you need to do to create the perfect day in the morning. For me, the mornings I have my kids, I'm not like, and I don't want to put it out there that I'm not a morning person, but I prefer night times better than mornings. I'm just never really been a big morning person. And so the weeks I don't have my kids, I'll often sleep until 7 or 8. The weeks I do have my kids, I have to wake up at 6. So my clock is changed, and I'm in 2 different rhythmic cycles when I have my kids and when I don't have my kids. And so when I don't have my kids, I will sleep in and I'll stay in bed for quite some time, and I will be deep in a meditative state or in a meditative process, because I know that I am not going to leave my bed, my pillow, in an energy that is not congruent with the life that I desire to live, that the life that I desire to attract. If I say to the universe, okay, cool, universe, this week's $20,000 this week, I know in my heart and my soul that that's going to manifest, because I'm in sync with that rhythm, with that vibration, with that energetic signature of the thing that I desire to call in. And so it's almost like when you're making a cake, you know that the cake is going to taste like XYZ. But if you're new to this process and you haven't experimented with what is the perfect ingredients to make the perfect day, then you're not going to be able to create it. And so what you can do right now is you can look at the days that you've been living. Now you might go, at 11 a.m., I think I might take out that fight with my husband. Yes, I think that is a fantastic idea. I think that might need to be an ingredient that we just remove from the cake batter, because that's just really not serving me. When we start to become really, really, really conscious, we're going to start noticing it's like, oh, at 2 p.m. I'm starting to feel anxiety or exhaustion or XYZ, because that's what your body's been programmed to experience. And in those moments, it's when you're like, okay, cool, I'm so conscious that I'm going to change the recipe now, because we're trying to get the ingredients to the perfect day aligned. You want your day and your life to support you deeply so that you can be an embodiment, an information embodiment of the frequency of the thing that you desire to bring into your reality. If you are waking up and you are like a fucking shit show and the cake batter is splatting all over the oven and you are just feeling really overwhelmed and you're having all these feelings that are not conducive to a life beyond your wildest dreams, it's because you haven't focused on getting the recipe right to having life support you. And so you get to do this both ways. Organization's key. Honestly, I highly recommend visualizing your day before you have your day, or writing out the things that you're going to do in your day. To write out a manifest list for your day, like know what's happening in your day. If you know that every single morning you wake up and feel like crap, the night before you go to bed, visualize yourself waking up feeling good. Visualize yourself waking up to that dream morning. You've got to get this recipe right for the perfect day. And when I say perfect, don't get in your head and be like, oh my God, it's going to be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's not good. It's knowing that if you fall short and get into anxiety or overwhelm, you've got a day that's there to support you. In your calendar, it's like, okay, cool, you go to the gym at this time. So you're like, oh, I've got to go to the gym now. So it's almost breaking the old pattern, the old frequency, the old vibration of who you were, and bringing in to alignment your mind, body, and soul. You want all 3 pillars to be aligned. And for most people in this beautiful community, I know that your heart and your soul is so aligned. It's often the traumas of your mind that keep you stuck into old patterns and keep you stuck in loops and cycles that are not conducive to a life beyond your wildest dream. So you know the recipe for your perfect day. You can literally close your eyes right now and go, hey, Spirit, give me the recipe for my perfect day, and allow it to download. If you are clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant, allow it to download through those faculties. Or if you need to journal, journal it all out. Journal it out so that you can really map out what are the ingredients for a perfect day, because the reality is the ingredients that you're currently putting into your day are creating your life, are creating the trajectory of your future. We want to get your trajectory to go from here to here. It's going to do that through you getting this cake batter, this life batter recipe right. And every single day you tighten it, you tighten it, you tighten it, you tighten it. You want to get this recipe so freaking tight and so in sync that if you feel anxiety or overwhelm or any of the things, you're like, it's so ridiculous. We don't feel that anymore. We're not available for that anymore, because life is an expression of where your standards are, what you're available for, what you're not available for. You are the witch, the wizard, the cook, the chef to your life. Every single thing, every single ingredient that you are putting into your day is how your life is manifesting. Only you can get it better, and it does start with the morning. The morning is the prepping of the oven. If you are getting flustered there and you are not in tune and in sync there, you are going to struggle creating this perfect day. Because what I really desire for you on the deepest level is to put your head on your pillow every single night and go, holy shit, my life is a dream beyond a dream beyond a dream, and I cannot wait to wake up tomorrow, because what miracles are going to unfold, what miracles are going to happen. Like, this universe is a crazy quantum soup, a quantum cake batter of any single miracle happening at any single moment. And you can tap into that and you can access that at any time. But you've got to have your recipe right so that you are a clean, clear, energetic match to a life beyond your wildest dreams. And I'm just, so excited for you to have all of that. So excited for you to have all of that. So wherever you're tuning in from around the world, if you're listening on the podcast or on YouTube, please comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're excited and want to go deeper with this and you want to hear more about the Bali retreat, I'm going to pop the link below. Also, this week in the Limitless Wealth membership, I am doing an energetics $10,000 plus month masterclass. So we're going to be going deep with the energetic templates to manifest these $10,000 plus months so that you can live a dream life, because it's not that hard. And you would have all felt the earth shifting right now. You've all felt the insane turbulence, the insane superhuman feelings. Like, it's been a roller coaster. We all get to have success beyond our wildest dreams right now. Like, this has been a year 7 numerology. This has been the year of the 7. So this year has been lesson after lesson after lesson. Oh, do you have another lesson? Have another lesson. Would you like some more lessons? Have another lesson. And so if you've been going deep with the inner work this year and you've been healing and you've been doing the work, I can guarantee you that starting now, we don't even need to wait till next year, but next year is going to be the year where we get to really manifest and be rewarded for the fruits of our labor for this year. So get excited, because it is coming and all your hard work is going to pay off. I can guarantee you that. So if you feel the call to come join me in Bali next year, I would be absolutely honored. Definitely jump on the wait list below. And if you do, the doors to Limitless Wealth membership have been closed, but if you're really feeling the pull, you can come in if you send us an email to support@evolutionoftherose.co. I love you. I see you. You've got this. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Honestly, if you feel anything less than, if you feel like you're disconnected from your soul, just laugh it off. Who cares? You came here to have fun and just experience all that you are. None of this is wrong. You're doing it all so beautifully. Sometimes we make a big fucking mess. Sometimes the cake batter goes everywhere and it splats up the walls and we drop the pan and we burn our toes. Sometimes life just gets messy. And that's what makes it so delicious, because your mess is your message. So have the most beautiful day. Thank you for being here, and I will speak to you very soon. Big love, old souls. Mwah. Aho.